Stanley Kubrick, the exhibition, is an exploration of one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, looking at each one of his films and the process it took to realize those movies.
Stanley Kubrick is the largest exhibition we've produced to date at Tip Bell Lightbox, taking over every inch of our exhibition space, about 7,000 square feet, and it includes almost 1,000 artifacts.
From script stage to production elements, right up to actual costuming.
From the Overlook hotel carpet in The Shining, that was a big move. We made a monolith. We created a really amazing all-white space room for Space Odyssey.
We have costumes worn by Laurence Olivier in Spartacus. We've got the War Room maquette from Dr. Strangelove. We've got the masks from Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, all of that. We have Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave.
For every artifact that we exhibit, we take a lot of care and consideration in how we display it. For example, the Star Child. How are we going to display that and have it really floating in space? So we decided to build a custom vitrine for it and suspend the baby, really considering each artifact in the film were a big part of the design process.
Here's Johnny!
I mean, Kubrick is really one of the iconic cinema artists of all cinema history.
He's full of respect for the people who actually come, get a babysitter, park the car, buy a ticket, and spend 2 hours. He wanted them to be enriched. And he succeeded. Even if some of them are angry about it, but they don't forget his movies.
A real combination of cinema artistry, and then he was also a remarkable cinema technician. He was someone who was incredibly intimate and knowledgeable about the inner workings of lenses and cameras and lighting.
I know that young people, they take away a lot, especially if they're young filmmakers. I find that very moving, and I wish Stanley could hear it.
In the time that we've had the Lightbox, this is the most requested exhibition. Even before Lightbox was open, this was the exhibition people were requesting. So it's thrilling that it's finally here and audiences in Toronto and Canada finally get to see it.
Well, it was 3 full weeks of build, of construction, before the crates arrived, and then 3 weeks for us to install everything in those crates, almost 1,000 artifacts.
Yeah, in many ways, the films Kubrick didn't end up making are as fascinating as the films he did. And I think it's because they, maybe even more than the films that ended up being on screen. If you look at like a film of Napoleon, which he took 3 years to research, where he had the details of every single day of Napoleon's life, and all captured in a card catalog for his own reference. The unfinished works, they expose maybe even more about what this guy was about, because he never even got to finish these films.
I'm sometimes asked, is there anything that he feared? And I think he feared mediocrity. And he totally succeeded in avoiding that. He never fell into that trap of doing something that was actually irrelevant.
I don't think he would like it, to be honest. He was so private. He would absolutely be curling up in a ball of anxiety. And I think he would appreciate its thoroughness and, you know, but actually in terms of the way it's homage and the fuss, I don't think he would like that. I just think that's the kind of guy he was, you know.
You think of the filmmakers who make big spectacle entertainment like Stanley did. These are really the children of Kubrick. When you have a filmmaker that's so influential that it's literally decades later that people are still copying his style, still finding influence and inspiration in the movies he made, I think to me that's why he transcends.